in the past 5 weeks, I ran my first marathon in Valencia, then I recovered from it, was packing up my life and moving to Dubai just before Christmas. I've been gradually rebuilding my mileage and my fitness, adjusting to training in a new environment, and I am now preparing for my first 10K race of the year. I just got back from a speed session, second one of the week. So this morning on the plan I had 8 by 1K, and I was going to give you a bit of a session recap on my warm down, but it was still very dark outside. So I really like to do my sessions on the estate next to us. Now at the minute with the current roadworks, to access this estate I need to go through a shortcut that has a gate. And I've not worked out exactly why or the exact timings, but it seems that this gate is open early in the morning but gets locked just after 7. So if I want to go run in that next estate, then I need to do it very early. And usually when I have a session in the morning, I like to take my time. I have a coffee, I have a snack, I properly wake up. Right now, I just roll out of bed, have some water, some energy chews, I grab a gel, and off I go. So yeah, I did the full session basically in the dark, but I guess it's good practice for when it's going to be really, really hot, and I will need to run before sunrise anyway. So yes, 8 by 1K this morning. Took me a little while to wake up. The brief in terms of pacing was 350 to 355 minutes per K. I put the stats on the screen, but as you can see, my first 2 reps were a little slower than that. When I saw my pace, I was like, oof, maybe I'm going to struggle today, but actually the next 6 reps were within pace. So I guess it was a good session overall, but yeah, I'm definitely not at peak fitness right now. So it's now been a little over a month since the Valencia marathon. It was my first marathon, so now it is my first time experiencing, the rebuild post-marathon. And I feel like it's only a few days post-race, when you go on your first run after that marathon, that you really realize how much of a toll it took on your body. Ben is of course still in charge of my training, although there was nothing on my training peaks the week after Valencia. He just said to me, you can start running again when you feel like it, but the first few runs no more than 30 minutes per day, and of course taking it super easy. So the first week post Valencia, I ran a total of 25 kilometers. And then the second week, I went up to almost 52 kilometers. I did a bit of speed work that week, 10 days post-marathon, because I went to the club track session for the very last time, not because I wanted to do some speed work, but because I wanted to say goodbye to some of the people I had met at the track, because it was our very last week in Shrewsbury. And honestly, trying to do a little bit of speed, that was really a shock to the system. That was definitely too early. And then the following week, that was our first full week in Dubai. Total volume was 87 kilometers, and I did have 2 speed sessions. Nothing crazy in terms of pace, but I really felt like I had turned a corner in terms of recovery, because doing speed work felt a lot smoother, a lot better, and even on my easy runs, I did feel, a whole lot better. And then last week, I finished on 90 kilometers. I did 2 tempo sessions and also the 5K race, which you saw in the previous vlog. And if all goes to plan, this week I am on track to hit 100 kilometers again, which would be the first time since November, mid-November. So the 2 speed sessions are done. My first one Tuesday was 30 minutes at 410 to 420 minutes per K, and then 2 by 6 minutes at 355 to 405 minutes per K. And then this morning was the 8 by 1K reps. And I have a little bit of intensity in my long run on Sunday. So this is how I've been rebuilding post-marathon. So this morning I went to my very first group run here in Dubai. The meetup spot was by the ID0 House of Fast, kind of like pop-up store by the beach. This pop-up store has just opened, so it was a bit of a collab between the run club, which is called Dubai Long Run, and Adidas. So Dubai Long Run, their main thing is the Sunday long runs, but they also do shorter, easy runs on Saturdays. Today the distance was 13 something kilometers. I nearly didn't go to this run club because, being an introvert, it is an effort for me to go out of my way and socialize, but being new in Dubai and wanting to meet other people, this is what I need to do right now. But the hardest part was to turn up, because now that I've been and I enjoyed it, well, I'm glad I went and I would want to do it again. Sunday, long run day. It's a little windy. I hope Jojo is going to be okay. So I am running on a cycle path in the literal desert. How cool is that? Today's long run is 1 hour 40, 50 minutes easy, 30 minutes on the fast end of my steady pace, which I'm going to start in about 2 minutes, and then 20 minutes easy. I'm really enjoying running around here. Ben discovered this spot because it is a hot spot for cyclists, and he went here maybe a week ago for a bike ride, and he said, yeah, that was really nice, we should come back for a run. So here we are. And that is the last run of the week complete. 1 hour 40 with 50 minutes easy, 30 minutes on the fast end of my steady pace. You could argue I got a bit carried away here. 14 minutes per K, that is borderline a slow tempo versus the fast end of my steady pace. Now the elevation for this section, according to Strava, was -15, so would have helped my pace a little bit that it was, a little bit on a decline. And then finishing with 20 minutes easy, where my average pace was 454 minutes per K, which is a little faster than what I like it to be for my easy pace, but I had Ben's company on the bike, so I think that's got me a little carried away. So that was just shy of 21 kilometers for today. So total for the week is 104.7 kilometers. We are officially back in the 100 kilometer week. And I am now 3 weeks out from my next race, which is the Dubai 10K. It is on the same day as the Dubai Marathon, which is the biggest race of the year here in Dubai. And I thought, well, I am right here. Why would I miss out on the key running event? So I entered the 10K. And I'm not calling it a goal race because it won't have been enough time to put together a proper 10K training block for it. But I hope I'm going to do well. I have 2 more big weeks of training and then I'll be tapering into it. And I would love to finish as close as possible to my 10K PB of 36.56. Like a sub 37 would be so amazing, but that might be completely delusional, especially considering that 2 days ago when I was doing those kilometer reps, for the first couple reps I couldn't even hit 355 minutes per K, which really shouldn't feel that hard for me. So I'm probably very, very optimistic here, but I hope I will have got myself in a decent 10K shape and I'll do well at that race. We'll just have to see what happens on the 1st of February. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and I will see you all in the next video.